keep in mind, I am not a professional and this is also my first time doing this. So I'm basically just trying to follow what the professionals on YouTube said to do and trusting the process. A lot of them said to spray down the furniture before applying the paint wash. So that is what I did with this first coat on the top, and then I wiped it off after it sat there for a few minutes, did another coat, and then waited a few minutes and wiped that coat off as well. And I wanted to see what it would look like after it completely dried before I did anything else. So then I just moved on to trying to do the rest of the dresser. And this whole process was a lot of trial and error because for me, I realized that wetting it down first was unnecessary and I didn't need to do that. Then I realized that doing 2 coats of it and wiping it off just wasn't giving me the look I wanted, so I did 1 more coat without wiping it off. After doing that, I was liking the way it was looking so much more, so I did 1 more coat on the top without wiping it off too. So now that I've sort of figured out what I'm doing, I'm getting all these drawers out, wiping it down 1 more time, making sure that there's absolutely no dust, and then I am getting started on painting the frame. When I started this, I thought for sure that painting the front of this frame was going to be the easiest part. Absolutely not. I was so wrong. In fact, this took me the longest amount of time and I had to do 3 coats on this. So I ended up not recording most of it. So you're pretty much just seeing the first coat get done. This is also probably a good time to remind you that just because I didn't record it or I didn't put it into the video does not mean that I didn't do it. There was actually a lot of things that I did that I didn't record because my phone kept running out of storage space. And also I knew that this video is going to be like way too long already. And I know that most people stop watching after like a minute. So after getting that first coat done on the whole frame, I am now moving on to the drawers. This was by far my favorite part of the process because it was so much easier than doing the rest of the dresser. And by the way, I'm doing this in my house because I do not have a garage or anywhere outside to do this, and it was also pouring rain on and off through that whole day. But the paint and the poly really didn't have a strong smell, and thankfully my kids were pretty much just leaving me alone and letting me do my thing, and their dad was also helping out with them. The real issue was my dog, because even if she didn't go near the furniture, somehow her hair always ends up on everything. The amount of hairs that I had to pick out of this thing while painting it and doing the top coat was actually insane. By the way, isn't the top coat just making this thing look absolutely amazing? And it's making it so that it's not going to feel like a chalkboard. I did like 2 or 3 coats of that and let it dry overnight, and this was it the next day. I cleaned out every inch of these drawers and then finally got to putting on the knobs. Seeing how this was looking in the daylight was making me so happy. I just want to give you guys a quick little reminder of what it used to look like, and now we finally have the big reveal. If you are someone that likes the way that it looked better before I did anything to it, then that is totally fine. It's in my house and I love it, so I think that that's all that matters. I feel like on camera it looks a lot more orange than it is in person, so tell me what you think and would you give this a try on your dresser?